Okay. Let's see if we're back then. See if I didn't mess this up from being a week away from streaming. It's looking okay. Yeah, it's looking alright. Hey, Mile. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Hmm. Huh. Okay. Well. Hey, noob. How's it going? Lego drop. Hey, Lego. Alright. Looks like we're good to go then. Iron, hello, Levi. Iron, missed you. Oh, thanks, Harry. You appreciate it. How have you been? Hope everybody's been good. I've been away for a week. Okay, this is loading. Gonna go for Mark 6 and anniversary hat tomorrow stream then? Oh yeah, absolutely. Gotta get those. I've been literally waiting for the stream for like an hour. Oh really? Okay. Very cool. Alright, let's get into some DRG Survivor and just kind of hang out today. What else do I need to unlock? Crossbow overclocks, breach cutter overclocks. I kind of want to get the breach cutter overclock and see what that's like.
Looking like a hot one today. May as well go hazard 4.
Yeah, maybe I'll get that.
Tinker, tweak, and
Been good. I've been communication ban on PlayStation 5 though. Really? What'd you do? How was the flights? How was the dev team? What was the east side of the world? Well, the flight there was actually pretty good. It wasn't so bad. Like, the first flight was pretty long, but I had, like, the whole side to myself. Actually, every time on the plane, I had, like, the window seat, so that was kind of nice. But yeah, first flight, like, there was one guy that was originally sitting next to me, and then he got up and moved to the seats nearby, since they were empty. So, like, that was pretty cool. The food was interesting that I got on the plane. I wouldn't say any of it was amazing, but it was serviceable, I guess. And then the second flight, well then I already got this. Then I got into Amsterdam. And the Amsterdam airport's big, but it's not very difficult to actually, like, navigate. So that's really cool. And then, like, I had plenty of time to wait in Amsterdam because originally it was supposed to be, like, a 3-hour layover. Which was like, okay, that's good. I can, you know, find my flight and everything if it's really confusing, but I found it really quick. And we even got there, like, half an hour early. So instead of a 3-hour layover, I had, like, a 3.5-hour layover. And Amsterdam customs were super easy to get through as well. Like, that was one of the better ones. And then I got into the Copenhagen airport later. And that wasn't that bad. The Copenhagen airport was actually the nicest of the airports that I went to, like, easily. It was the best setup. It was the least confusing. And, yeah, the only thing that I got confused on was trying to find a currency exchange. Because I walked by, like, one currency exchange and it was closed. Then I went to the other one and it was under construction. Then I had to find another one that was, like, a Thai bank to, like, exchange my money. Yeah, they put out a stream last week mentioning they flew some DRG creators out to Copenhagen. I managed to put the pieces together. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure how much I could actually say since you mentioned you'd be in Europe. Yeah, there was 5 of us that were actually there, but 7 of us in total that were content creators. So
gonna change my life.
like that was really cool. I didn't meet anybody along the way, although me and Dwarf Furious were supposed to have the same flight going into Copenhagen, but we just kept missing each other. So, like, so, like, I didn't get to meet him until later. Oh no. Ow. My bones, my body. Yeah, and then, like getting to the motel or getting to the hotel was super easy too. And they set us up with a nice hotel. It was really good. Like everything in there was really cool. You had your own like breakfast every morning too, which was just a big breakfast buffet. That was really awesome. I was in the live dev stream on Facebook and was basically talked about the roadmap, and they mentioned being able to ask anybody there, and I was like, I want to hear Reap Your On speak. It was dope to hear Sniss and Lazy Maybe. Yeah, it was really fun. Lazy was... Lazy and Explorian were the very first two people that I met there. Because I got in late, and then I was like, okay, maybe I'm just going to call it a night, like not really do anything. Like, then I took a shower and I started feeling better, just from basically being on the plane that long. And then they wanted to go and get sushi. So I was like, I'll go with them. I don't usually eat sushi, but I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. I kind of want to hang out with somebody. So we went and got sushi that night. Which was, it was good, but we didn't really know what we were ordering. Because we ordered from the sit-down menu. And when we actually got there, I wanted to try like this thing that was like, you know, try a bunch of different parts of the sushi and stuff that they sell there. So I figured like, you know, we could split it all. It turns out that that was actually like not just a 5-course. I thought it was like five things of food basically, but it was 5 things of food per person, so it was like a 5-course meal. So we had a lot of sushi that night because they had still ordered their regular sushi that they wanted. And then we had plenty that we brought back, and I think Sniss and Dwarf Furious ate it later. I think they're the ones who wanted it. I could be wrong. Anybody excited for Rogue Core? Yeah, Rogue Core was really cool too. I did get to test that out. I can't say too much about like the actual game, mostly because I played a very like experimental version of it. So like a lot of the stuff is going to be changing, and like Mike and them were telling us that that was going to be the case anyway. So even if I could tell you like what type of stuff we did get to see, not necessarily all of it's going to remain in the final one. Because like there was actually quite a few, well, there was a couple enemies that were just placeholders, which I'm hoping somebody took pictures of because they looked awesome. Oh yeah, you have to switch currency. How was the food then? The food was really good there. The food was really good, and there was a lot of it. Like, every place feeds you really well there. I don't know if I'm gonna actually have enough damage here to kill the big one. Maybe if we get a bunch of exploders. But yeah, like, it was super cool being there. Yeah, the first night it was basically like just get to the hotel and hang out and everything. Then I got up in the morning and got to talk with like basically everybody else. Went to the grocery store there because I forgot a couple of things.
I'm a new dwarf.
And then we went to the offices later and got to try out like Rogue Core. We got to meet everybody there, which was super cool. Like everybody was super excited to be there, and like all of them were super excited to have us there.
Never felt better.
It was awesome getting to talk to everybody there. And like it was really awesome to get to hang out with all the content creators as well. All of them were like exactly as you would kind of expect them to be from like their YouTube videos. Like everybody was super chill, super fun to be around. Rogue Core was super fun to try out too. Also, Ron, I'm gonna give you a heads up. Don't take the barley bulb juice and armor grease together. That's what I know. They're bugged and they deplete your ability to move. Wait, what? Really? I wasn't aware of that. I've taken each one individually. Copenhagen is going to be my first guess as to where you were going. Go ship devs. I've said the stream was going to start playtesting Rogue Core soon. Yeah, like they messaged us on Discord like about 2 months beforehand. Oh. Yeah, sure.
What's this? A grenade launcher.
ain't a picnic, Miner. The bugs are all over you.
This will help me work hard.
Maybe I can get around these. Yeah, they had messaged us asking, well, saying an offer, and I figured it would be for like testing out Road Core early, which I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then they're like, hey, you want to go? You want to come to Denmark?
I'm growing stronger.
It's like, wait, for real? So yeah.
Smart pick.
Like that was really interesting because I didn't have a passport at that time. I was like, all right, well, I gotta get a passport then.
I want it.
Go.
Crap's sake, move it. They're everywhere.
Oh, I think we're done for. There's a bit too much stuff now. Maybe.
Smart pick.
Oh yeah, that's death. That's death.
Threat level just went up.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm coming.
Didn't quite get to kill that. All right, we'll try again though.
Speed it up, Miner. The bugs
That's
grow
good. Did you
stronger.
have somebody to drive you around, tell you where to go, or was it kind of figure things out? It was a bit of both. They had printed us like a. I can show you. Like, they had printed out something like this that was like. I think it's in camera now. I can't see, so it's like basically like a heads up of everything that was going on, the general stuff that was going to be going, like where your hotel was. Yeah, this was really cool. We got this a couple of weeks beforehand, like what their plans were, how to get to the ghost ship factory, how to get to the ghost ship offices, how to kind of navigate that. My phone didn't work in Denmark because I didn't have like international plan on it or anything, so you can still use Google Maps offline. So as long as I got an internet connection when I was at like the hotel, getting cabs was super easy too, so that wasn't a big deal, and taking like the metro was super easy too.
Next stop, Hazard 4. Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's keep
Gotta
going.
be the top tinkerer.
This is it.
Hey, how's it going?
Dreadnought goes, or we
Oh, Ghost of Tsushima is coming
Be on
to
your own in there.
PC on March. Oh, it wasn't already on PC? Okay. You sure about S4? Hey, might as well. I kind of want to get more XP for my
It's
NG.
favorite color.
Maybe I should actually get like an overclock for my shotgun because I did not. Well, I got one. I got the plasma one. Which plasma on the Wardog's pretty awesome.
Feeling much better now.
But yeah, that was really cool. They fed us like every day when we were there at the offices too, because they just have like a big community lunch thing, which was really awesome. They had a lot of really good food there. And then like right after that, they took us out to dinner, which was at a really cool restaurant that was like a bakery during the.
No way! A legendary!
Very nice.
Overclock, rock and stone!
Yeah, it was a bakery during the day and a restaurant at night. They had a lot of really good food, but they served way too much food for me. Like I overate like crazy there. Yeah, it was like that restaurant had like a 7-course meal or something
Well done,
that we were in.
Paul.
No, cool.
Sweet cutter's calling my name.
More HP.
We can't send in supplies until you clear out the landing zone.
Yeah, and that was real fun. The only, I guess, problem at dinner though is like I was sitting next to Mikkel, the lead game designer of Deep Rock and Deep Rock Galactic Road Core. And I was also sitting next to Mike, who is like heavily involved in everything in Deep Rock as well. And they were basically just telling me like everything that I wanted to ask questions for the next day when we were supposed to have like a Q&A. So it's like the next day at Q&A, I didn't really have much to ask them. Because I was like, no, I just heard like all the answers directly from like Mikkel and from Mike.
Sorry, little bud. Your own fault for being full of good.
And like Mikkel and Soren were pretty funny because they were not what I was kind of expecting for like the CEO and the lead game designer. They were a lot cooler than what I thought. They were a lot more, they were just, everybody was super open about anything. Like, if you ask them anything, they would give you a pretty straight answer to anything that you wanted to know, which was really cool. And same with, like, about their game design and what they kind of wanted to do with Season 5 and with Road Core. So, like, that was super nice. It was really fun getting to talk to everybody there. The only person I don't think we really got to talk to was Robert, like the voice of Mission Control. Need a SIM card overseas? Yeah, I checked that out beforehand, but my particular phone is fairly old, so it wouldn't like let me actually do that. Because I had debating just like getting a tourist phone once I got there, but never did. It wasn't a big deal. Like everywhere we went, it was pretty easy to walk, or it was pretty easy to find like a cab, or to find like the metro, and then you just take the metro wherever you need to go. And like all of that was pretty fast. There's a magnet back there.
Never felt better.
Time's running out, my
Hey Raider, how's it going?
getting worse.
Yeah, give me some sugar.
Please tell me you got to talk with Robert. Unfortunately, we didn't. Robert was like the only one that wasn't there. I think he was on vacation. We were all really hoping that we could, but yeah, he wasn't around. I'm bummed they never bring him out onto the DRG streams anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, he wasn't there when we were there.
Gotta move on.
I think he was on vacation for the next couple of months or something. Or for that month.
Overclock says it's time to kill. Brave. Aiming is for suckers anyway.
Ooh, yes, we're getting closer and closer.
That's the one. Feels rare. Feels right.
Satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
You don't see these every day.
Alright. Let's be on our way then.
Galaxy's finest.
Diving deeper.
Hello, Ron, and welcome back.
Taking
Nice to see your
station.
stream again, brother. Oh, thank you, Eduardo. Glad to be back. Alright, just a heads up on DRG before I forget. Mod Hub had added a gameplay and performance feature that's been causing conflicts with other mods and other issues. You might want to check that before starting tomorrow's stream. Oh, okay, thanks, Noob. Thanks for the heads up. Do appreciate that. Another one thing everybody kept asking in the stream was for a Helldivers collab. Funny enough, like after they were doing a lot of the stuff in the office, because like usually they would be off at like 4 p.m. to do whatever. A lot of people would just be hanging around like playing Helldivers too. A lot of the teams had split up into like 4-man groups of Helldivers too, and then there was also people playing like Deep Rock Galactic Survivor in the office. The lead art director, I'm forgetting his name now too. He was a really cool guy too that we got to talk to. Was playing like Baldur's Gate 3 like throughout the day when he was just like making stuff. Oh man, I wish I had more Nitra. Those are really good. All of these are actually really good.
Dial it in.
And we'll just grab those and call it good. Hi Ron, welcome back. How was the trip? The trip was really good. It was really fun.
Fulfill your objectives.
The only part that kind of sucked was the way back, because like I got delayed. I got held up in Paris, France,
I forgot my lucky jaw.
because like they only gave, well, there was only like an hour layover between my flights. There was a plane that was taking off as I was getting there, so like we couldn't like actually, we were able to land but not like actually get to like our gate. And then there was like an hour-long line in customs there. So it's like that held me up. I got almost to the flight just before that. I ran through the entire airport. Was pretty exhausted by that, and then they said there wasn't any more, like, they weren't accepting anybody else to be on the plane. So, like, okay, well, that sucks. So then I had to reroute through Chicago. Which Chicago's airport also sucked, but it wasn't quite as bad as Paris's. And then, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, so then I had like I think it was like a 2 or 3 hour layover in Paris, France before going to Chicago. And then had like another 3 hour flight after that to actually get to my state. So like I arrived like 7 hours later than I thought I would. It was a long day. Because, like, my original flight from Copenhagen, I had to be there at, like, 3:30 in the morning so that I could be there. Which, honestly, I really didn't even need to be that early. Because the Copenhagen airport was actually set up really well, and I wanted to have, like, 3 hours in advance before my flight took off. And, like, that... I could have honestly went there with, like, just an hour remaining, and I would have made it through no problem. But then, like, that wasn't the case in almost any other airport.
Too much crap to send in the supply pod. Clear out the LZ, please.
Honestly, I wish I had gotten on Dwarf Furious's flight. That would have been easier for me. Because like, I would have went technically past my flight, but I would have gotten, like, or past my state, but I would have gotten, like, there quicker and easier. And he had sent a picture out like, oh, hey, look at, this is what, like, my airplane was, where only, like, a third of the plane was booked. And it's like, oh, dude, I wish I was on yours.
It's calling to me.
Like, that would have been so much better.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
And then just caught, like, another flight, like, heading back, and it would have only been, like, a 2 hour flight or something. It's like, even if I had to wait there longer, it wouldn't have mattered. I was also kind of surprised that Mist and I didn't have the same,
It's a little extra special.
All tasks complete.
Oh wait, we killed the unique one already? Oops.
Get on it before it leaves.
This one's so mean.
Yeah, because me and Mist, well, Mist was also going to Paris. But, like, his was later in the day, so...
Looks beautiful, like me.
That was different.
Rock 'em and shock 'em.
Sure.
Stage completed. Onwards to stage 3.
Oh, awesome. My bag is actually going to be here. My bag also got lost in Paris, France, too. So, I don't have my duffel bag, but it looks like I just got a notification saying that it should be out for delivery today. So, I should be getting it today. Have you seen any unreleased footage of Road Court? I gotta play the original version of it, and I gotta see... Well, I gotta play 2 versions of Road Court, because they changed it over the 2 days that we gotta play it, which was really cool. And I gotta see, like, the art design for it, the new sound design for it. There's a lot of really cool stuff about Road Court. It definitely feels a lot different than regular Deep Rock Galactic.
I'll take it. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. This works. Next. This is gonna help me
So
be a perfect dwarf.
I'm really looking forward to it once we get it released. It's gonna be really awesome.
You have your objective.
You got the elite with the supply pod. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that. Yeah, customs is rough. Had a flight back which held up in Frankfurt and got stuck in customs in DC for 2 hours. Oh. Yeah, Paris, France wasn't quite that bad, but there was just so many people there.
I feel vitalized.
Got a lot of soccer jerseys from different places. Okay. Doesn't Ghost Ship have one American working there? Yeah, they have a couple. because Aaron is Aaron's from the US and he's, I guess, an expat there. He was super fun to hang out with. Funny enough, him and Drilling in the Name of basically knew each other.
This one makes me want to be
They knew like the same guy from the same area, and that was hilarious listening to them talk. It's like, do you know this guy? It's like, yeah, I've been to like his farm, and it's like, you've been to his farm? Like, yeah, it's like this guy, and that was a hilarious story. I'm sure Drilling in the Name of is gonna have a better response to that than I could give though, because it was hilarious listening to them. And Sam was also not originally from the US, sort of. Or I mean, sorry, not Sam. Mike. Because we were talking to Mike, and he said he was Russian American, which I didn't exactly know what that meant in the context of him like being there in Denmark. But it was he had grown up in the US, so he had grown up in New York. And like the cool thing there in Denmark is like everybody speaks English and everybody speaks really good English too, which is really awesome.
choice. Ooh-wee, not too shabby. This is gonna change everything.
So like it wasn't hard to like walk around and talk to people there. That was really nice. But yeah, there was quite a few different people from Ghost Ship that came from a couple different places, or a lot of them had been to the US. Like I was talking with Mark, and he had been to my state, and had been throughout the US too, so that was really cool. Quite a few of them had been to the States. Mark had also been to Virginia as well, which is really awesome. And I'm trying to think, I was thinking Mikkel said that he was in at least a couple of the states too. He had been there, so. Did I get the... Let's see. I think I did. This is stage 3, yeah. Alright. When I was in France, I was visiting the Eiffel Tower. Oh, very cool. I didn't really get to visit anything in France. Like, I was stuck in the airport for a bit. Ooh, BLT, yes.
Not too shabby.
There.
Feels right. Really sweet. Fuck this bug. Just what I needed.
Yeah, I want to get the last one for the shotgun. I want to get like the akimbo.
This one's for Karl.
Did they ask about feedback on the current state? Yes, yes they did. They constantly asked for feedback on like Rogue Core and on Season 5 stuff as to what they were planning, what was kind of going on about it, how they wanted to go about different things. So yeah, they were, like I said, super transparent about everything. Like, if you had a question or anything, you could just ask them, and they would. If you asked Mikkel, he would give you like an extremely straightforward answer. Because I mean, Mike was just like taking down notes. Funny enough, because the day after, or the last day we were there, we stopped at the old Irish bar in Copenhagen, and we're hanging out there. And Mike had his phone and was just taking down notes that people were suggesting. Because Sniss had suggested a couple of things, and then Mike's just like, "Oh, that's a good idea," and just sitting there like typing on his phone for stuff. So we'll have to see how much stuff actually gets into the game. Because it seemed like for everything that they wanted to do with the games was like they wanted to have as much stuff as they possibly could in the games. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the raid, Glitter. Do appreciate that. But yeah, they wanted to have like as much stuff into each of the seasons, each of the game areas that they wanted to, and then would have to, like, once they kind of filled it too much or things weren't quite working out, then like cut around it and make it more like full. It was really cool though. It was super neat getting to hear everything from them.
It's a little extra special. This.
And like everybody at the studio was
Why do they sell
really
blood
fun
at
to
this
hang
shop?
out with. We got like plenty of time to talk to everybody there. I think I talked to just about everybody that worked at Ghost Ship for like 30 minutes at a time, which was awesome. Or like 20-30 minutes, something like that. It was really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have like at least 2 videos going up. One should be out, I think, later today, because I made it the other day, and it's just gonna be talking about like the whole trip there. Kind of a brief summary, not going over absolutely everything that we did, but it's gonna be like a 30-minute video or so, just talking about the trip, and then we're gonna have another one talking about the new changes coming to Season 5, and like Deep Rock Galactic Road Core, and like my first impressions of it. I'm not gonna be able to say a whole lot of stuff, like exactly everything in the game, because a lot of it was still subject to change, and they want to announce things. Like, we didn't have to sign NDNAs or anything. MacLeod even came out and said, like, yeah, you guys aren't under NDNA or anything like that, just like, you know, please don't say anything that will be like for official announcements, or, you know, don't like promise anything that's, you know, we don't know if it's actually going to make it into the final part of the game. And it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But that was super fun.
Sorry, little one. Your own fault for being full of good.
Hearing about the studio makes me smile. GSG Embark Studio. Embark Studios and Arrowhead. Yeah.
Little dude.
Oh yeah, it was really funny because it's like they all enjoyed playing different games too. But like I said, like they were playing like Helldivers a lot when we were around, which was really awesome. Like Helldivers, Baldur's Gate, DRG Survivor, like just like basically whatever game they like really wanted to play and try out and stuff. Spell Rogue as well, which I've been playing that recently because they'd sent that to me a couple of weeks ago and I hadn't got around to playing it yet, but that one's also super fun. I haven't beaten a single run on it yet, but it has been very fun. Might do some streams of that. I don't know exactly when, because today I'm planning on doing DRG Survivor, and then later I'm going to be doing Hunt Showdown because the new event just dropped today on that too. It's like, well, I want to try out the new event because it looks awesome. And then it's like, I also want to be playing Deep Rock tomorrow for all the, like the suit and the hat and everything, since I haven't been able to play since like going over there. And then it's like, then I also want to continue Helldiver, so it's like there's just like so many good games right now that I want to play.
Feel much better now.
You're under the argument called common currency. Yeah, exactly. Which, I mean, like, I totally get. I thought it was really funny that it's like, oh yeah, you're not under NDNAs or anything. Like, just please don't like spoil anything. Like, we want to, you know, officially announce stuff. And it's like, okay, yeah, sure. So, like, anything about Rogue Core is gonna have to be vague. Anything about Season 5 is gonna have to be vague as well. Some of the stuff I missed seeing in Season 5 anyway, so I couldn't tell you, even if I wanted to. But, like, the new enemies coming to Season 5 look awesome. I'll say that. They look really, really cool, even though at least one of them was also had, like, a placeholder. So it was, like, already existing stuff in Deep Rock, but not what you would really expect. for like enemy design, I guess. Again, like at least in that state. Sugar damage.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
One down.
And if I had a magnet, I would have gotten so much XP there.
Feels like a brand new gun now.
You know, I haven't tried the cluster nades on the grenade launcher.
Everything.
I don't know if that's as good as just going for like
Stage 4 is done.
more single target damage.
Stage 5 we go.
Did anybody ask about the team playing other games at all? Yeah. Well, they basically told us. Like, Soren and Mikkel were saying, like, they were playing God of War and God of War Ragnarok. Mikkel told me about a lot of different games that he was playing when we were out at dinner. I'm trying to think if anybody else was playing anything, like, that really stood out. Because, like, a lot of the time you could just hop onto your computer and start playing stuff, like, at work. Because one of the things that they said was, like, if they don't feel like they're adequately like doing stuff, or if they think that like playing another game to either help them like relax or to talk with somebody else or to just like get potentially other ideas from other games that they may want to include somewhat in their own games, then they would do that. So does it feel good after being gone? Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it was super fun being there. I love Denmark. It was really cool. Hanging out with everybody at GSG and hanging out with all the content creators was awesome. Yeah, like that was really cool. And then like, I guess the only thing that kind of sucked for me there was like I didn't sleep very much. Partially because I was excited to try out different things, and I guess partially just because it was someplace else. So like, I didn't sleep very well, but like getting back here, I slept really well for quite a bit, so that's been nice. But I mean, it is kind of nice to get back and like live stream, make videos and stuff again. Did Ghost Ship give you all sneak peeks of either their upcoming games, Dark Swarm or Dino Lords, while you were there? No, they did not. Didn't get anything like that, but we did get basically full access to all the Deep Rock related stuff. And more of the behind-the-scenes stuff from like Soren when he was presenting everything, and the different studios that they've been working with, which has been really cool too. Helldivers 2 is worth every single penny. I condone buying it. I do too, yeah. Helldivers is awesome.
Give it to me.
It is a very silly, very fun game. Let's reroll
What
these.
else? I want it. Need it.
Yeah, sure.
Here we go. You
Well, it's a
found
game
the
that
dreadnought.
exists.
Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation by destroying the cocoon.
Yeah.
Show them what a single...
They're also gonna have like a bunch of new stuff in DRG Survivor. Sorry, not Survivor. Well, technically, but I didn't get to talk to anybody that was working on Survivor. We did talk about Survivor a bit, but that's not exactly them that's putting in new stuff. So. But like Rogue Core's gonna have a bunch of new things in it. It is gonna be like a completely different game. And it was pretty fun just being like basically a tester there too, to try out all the new stuff.
Feeling much better now. That will teach you.
Alright, let's go around this way. Yeah, we also got to explore a lot of Copenhagen too, which is really awesome. Copenhagen was pretty easy to like navigate because like the last day there, it was a smaller crew since like most of the people work from home on Fridays that we were there. which was pretty interesting to see. So like we didn't actually see Soren or Mikkel there the last day, but we were hanging out with like Aaron, Mark, Jacob, like all of them, and got to test out more of the road core. Then we went out to, oh no, then we had lunch. We had lunch there, which was funny because that day we had fried chicken and baked potatoes.
Too much clutter for the supply pod to land.
Like super American food that day. It was really good. Then we went out to the Irish pub, and then we basically then
This one shoots me best.
we either went our separate ways or we kind of hung out, because the rest of that day it was me drilling in the name of SNIS, exploring and mist that went around the town. Oops, take that. Went around the town and like checked out different shops. We stopped at a place called Burger Palace, which is like where a bunch of them eat food there too. Got a really big burger. The thing was like that big. It was pretty good too. And we tried to get into like one of the cathedrals there, because they have really cool looking cathedrals, and we wanted to take some pictures. Managed to find an art gallery that was attached to one of the cathedrals. We couldn't actually get into the cathedral because it was closed. But yeah, that was pretty cool. And then at the end of that day, I believe it was Mist and Drilling in the Name of wandered off to check out something. I don't remember what they were checking out. I think it was like a different like bar or something that they wanted to kind of see. Ooh, there's the dread. And then me and SNIS and exploring ended up walking like quite the ways away to find the metro, since it wasn't exactly near us when we got out of the Burger Palace place. Yeah, because we had heard about the Burger Palace place because Dwarf Furious had actually had burgers sent to the office when we were there. That was his lunch one of the days. I think he had a burger and like a chicken sandwich that was sent there. I was like, oh, I just wanted to order 2 things. If anybody wants the chicken sandwich, I'm probably not going to eat it. So... like, it was a fun time. I really enjoyed my trip in Denmark. Oh. I might be dead here. Almost. Man, that breach cutter shot does so much damage to the dreadnought though, doesn't it?
Well done, team.
Okay, well, I'm not dead.
Thread eliminated. Objective completed. Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now.
Alright, then we got a breach cutter. Overclocks too. A walking cave leech. I never seen a walking cave leech, but they did say about one of the early builds for the original Deep Rock, where there was a bug with cave leeches where they could grab you from almost anywhere, because they would like come down and try to grab, similar to how they do in like the Legacy version, but apparently they could do even more than that, where it's like if you were standing above them, like you were on this floor and the cave leech was on the ceiling underneath you, they could potentially reach up and grab you. That was apparently like one of the early game bugs for cave leeches, and it's like, that sounds like, imagine that happening like in your first game. You'd be so confused, you'd just think the game broke. Oh dang, I can get a lot of different stuff. Sure, get those. 90-degree cave leeches. How about 180-degree cave leech? Yeah, exactly. Aaron, I hope you enjoyed your trip to Europe. Oh yeah, I did. It was super fun. It was really fun going to Denmark. It was really cool talking with everybody there, and Copenhagen was an awesome city to explore. And then, like, they even gave us a day to do whatever the heck we wanted to. They gave us an extra day, which was awesome. They, like, didn't need to do that, but it's just like, yeah, Saturday, do whatever the heck you want. We don't have any plans for you. Like, if you want to make plans for yourself, go for it. So I ended up going to the Copenhagen Zoo there because I was just curious, like, did they have different animals in Denmark than in the US? Zoo was really cool though. I hung out there for like 3-4 hours, took a bunch of pictures, and then like ran my camera out of pictures. So there was that. Some of the other guys like met up to have drinks and like go around and like eat at some other places too. I was thinking about that, but I ended up getting like a pizza at a little like food truck that was pretty good. It was actually a pretty big pizza too. And I kind of confused the guy as well, because it was like, all right, I want like a pepperoni pizza with like salami on it. And he's like, okay, so you want like two, okay, so you want like a pepperoni pizza and a salami pizza. I was like, no, I want like just one pizza, but pepperoni and salami. It's like, okay, so you want pepperoni pizza and then extra salamis. I was like, but just on one pizza, yeah. It's like, okay. Like, so I got it. It was pretty good. Yeah, and then I tried to go to sleep early, so that's why I didn't meet up with anybody else. Even though, like, basically everybody was trying to message everybody as to, like, whatever we were doing. So, like, nobody... So, if you didn't have plans or whatever, you could, but it's like, nah, I was trying to get to sleep so that I could, like, wake up early so I could get to the airport. But, like, that was... It was a super fun trip. I did enjoy it a lot. Ooh, hey, one more level and I get a shard diffractor. Wonder what overclocks that one gets.
Let's go to the bow.
Sabana's still
Always
there.
warms my heart. Looking like a
Oh,
hot
60
one today.
demo NG. Maybe I'll
Turning
try
up
that.
the heat. Hazard. Time to blow up stuff.
I'm American, I want all the toppings. Yeah, exactly.
Send in another dwarf. You'll be on your own in there. Make it count.
Yeah, the money there looks really cool too. Like the kroners that you pay with. Like all their coins look awesome. Oh man, I don't have anything for that. That's good, but like I can't guarantee I'm even gonna have like fire or electricity or acid or something. I guess I could go for it, and then we just build like for status effects, because like it's kind of hard to pass up a legendary that early on. It'd be amazing if we were playing like the flamethrower driller. Let's see. Are you saying the pog plants are mad being pet enough? Or be giants? I don't know if there's any like pog plants and stuff.
I die a little inside every time I
I'm trying to think of like all the artwork. Like I don't remember pog plants being in like Road Corps, but they might be. So couldn't spoil that even if I wanted to. Oh, reload speed, heck yeah.
Legendary.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
Breaches.
Oh yes.
This'll cut anything.
Yeah, it was funny like the day that we were actually supposed to be streaming though too, because basically everybody was either well, at least all the content creators. Like basically everybody was sick from the night before, in one way or another. Since we had that giant like party that we went to, and it's like at least in my case, like I just ate way too much and like didn't sleep. So it's like the next day at like the actual office when we were doing the live stream with them. That was interesting. I think the only person that was actually feeling like 100% there was Drilling in the Name of, because he called it like early that night. And like, I don't think anybody else did.
Feeling much better now.
Yeah, like that restaurant was really good. They gave us a lot of food and a lot of stuff that I'd never even tried before. Like, and then they just kept adding like more and more stuff too. Oh, that's pretty good.
Nice. Nice. I'll take it.
Sure.
Legendary.
Sure.
It's my lucky day.
Hmm.
I rarely pick one of these.
I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Well, originally when we got there, I figured like it would just be like kind of like a normal meal. You know, you'd have like appetizer, main dish, dessert. That was not what it was. It was like appetizer where we had oysters, which were fine. I'd never had like actual just regular oysters. I'd only ever had like deep fried oysters because, you know, American, which is funny when I was telling them about that. They're like, you guys deep fry oysters? And like, Sniffs was just like, you do, like, we deep fry everything in the US. And it's like, yeah, pretty much. Like, if you ever go to a county fair, like, you'll find everything that's deep fried. You'll get like 2-foot-long corn dogs and stuff. But yeah, like we had that as like the appetizer or whatever it was supposed to be. They had really good bread because the place was a bakery during the day and then a restaurant at night. So like that was really cool to see.
This is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf.
And then what do we have after that?
The clock's ticking, Miner. Get it wrapped up.
We had
I rarely go for this one.
anything. Oh yeah, then we had like a little wooden bowl thing that was like a shot of like this mushroom soup that they had. That was actually really good too. It's like they repurpose a lot of the stuff there in the restaurant, so that was really nice. They had oh boy, I think I cornered myself. I'm probably gonna die. Then we had like a mushroom burger thing with like cheese melted on it. It didn't have like buns or anything to it. It was just like by itself. That one was really good. And then afterwards we had some sort of like noodle that was in like some sort of tomato sauce. I'm not exactly sure what type of sauce it was in.
Oh, I got it.
Like the noodles were pretty good, and then I had asked Mikkel like, how much more food are we getting? Because I figured like that would be the end of it. We deep fried Twinkies, exactly.
I'm gonna be the best survivor.
Watch it. The threat level is increasing.
Yeah, I'd asked Mikkel like, how much more food, and then he's like, oh well, we probably still have like another appetizer, and then we have like cheese, and then we'll have like you know, like some sort of palate cleanser in between, and then we'll have like probably 1 or 2 desserts. And it's like, how much food are we eating today? Like, and he's just like, oh, you're American, you like you guys eat a lot of stuff. And it's like, well, maybe, but usually you get like just like the 3 courses and like that's it, not like this much stuff. And like I don't eat that much stuff. Oh,
Karl, I'm
unfortunate.
coming.
Mushroom, yeah, mushroom.
Worse. Move it.
Scottish people deep fry Mars bars on caramel chocolate bar. I can see that. What's up over here? Electric weapons. Yeah, let's try that one with strong arm. Sure. Why not?
I'ma punch you right through.
Wow, you were spoiled. Yeah.
Dreadnought. Eliminate the dreadnought.
Yeah, there was so much stuff, because then after that we had like
You can do this alone.
like this thing that was like pork necks that was like really thinly sliced and I think fried or baked or something. It tasted like very like lean bacon, and then was also with like some sort of heart and I think liver on with it. That just kind of came like on a tray, sort of like an in-between thing. We had like lemon ice that was a bit different because it came on like a spoon, and it was just like it was basically just like shaved ice sort of, but like lemon flavored. So that was nice. We did only end up having one dessert. We didn't have like 2 desserts, but that was a tiramisu with, I think, chocolate mousse on it and whipped cream. And it had been soaked in coffee and vodka before that, and that was really good. And let's see what else was there. Brownie. Brownie's still really good.
And clear. Tripod inbound.
Nice shot.
Gold scanner, sure.
Yes.
We're playing driller. We can get some more monies. Get some more passive buffs.
Christmas tree. We got a swoon incoming.
Speaking of mushroom, I'd love if Hell Divers had the divers say mushroom every time they ping the spore mushroom. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Much better now.
Well done. You got them all.
Now it's my favorite color. Ooh, you shouldn't need.
Yeah, it was funny listening to Soren and Mikkel talk about Hell Divers. Because they're like, oh, we were so happy to like see the communities like being together and seeing like all these other ones from like Hell Divers and Deep Rock. So like that was really entertaining. Like I said, not what I was really expecting from like the CEO and like the yeah, try that.
My favorite type.
And like the lead game designer. They were really cool to talk to. Sounds like an episode of South Park. This is what we eat before we eat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like that.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill. You fucking eliminate.
And they have drinks like everywhere there too. They also have some weird stuff in stores and some just kind of odd stores, at least from my perspective. Like 7-Elevens are everywhere there. I wasn't expecting that. Like and like a lot of 7-Eleven vending machines, which I don't think I've ever seen one in the US. Maybe I did when I was in the airport and seen some of them, but yeah, they were like all over there. And basically every store had like Ben & Jerry's as well. That was like another thing that was kind of weird to me. Like, cause even the Burger Palace place that we went, I don't know, it was called Burger Palace, but they had a longer menu of like pizzas that they served than like burgers. It was like burger, pizza, and then they had like drinks and ice cream. And that was like everything they served there, which was like, sounds pretty awesome to me, but and it was really good.
This works.
Oh, hey Oli, how's it going?
This is growing out of hand. Get it done, miner.
Welcome to the stream. Did you get to see early stuff? Yeah, we did get to see early stuff for Deep Rock Road Core,
Bingo.
which was really cool to see. I can't say all of it that we've seen, because some of it's not going to be making it into the final game, but we did get to try it out. We got to try out like all the different perks that they had, or different the roguelike bonuses that you get. I mean, they've already shown like what those are going to look like, so we got to try out that. We got to try out like the actual build to Road Core. We tried 2 builds, which we didn't have too many issues with. At least my group didn't, because we split off into 2 groups, where I think it was me, Lazy Maybe, Dwarf Furious, and Mist that were all playing on one. And then it was Sniss, Drilling in the Name of, Explorian, and yeah, who am I forgetting? Wait, who am I forgetting? Maybe it was Miggle with them? Oh, whoops. I wasn't paying attention there. Maybe it was Mickle, maybe it was Mike. But like when we were trying it, oh yeah, and I I forgot I also joined. I technically got to play Rogue Core the first out of anybody because like they had sent us like early keys to Rogue Core so that we could put it on our Steam accounts so we could try out the demo there. But then those were like refunded back. But I didn't have access to my Steam account because like I don't save or I don't memorize any of my passwords. They're all written down somewhere because they're extremely long passwords so that they can remain safer, more secure, or they're saved somewhere else. So like I had no idea what that was, so I just got into one of I think I was on Mark's account. I think I was on his Steam account and I was on his Discord, and I just like went to join like whoever I could see because I knew Mickle was also. I think it was Mickle. It was either Mickle or Mike. I don't remember now. One of them was like hosting the other one, and I tried to join that, and it turned out I joined some, like the other people that were upstairs testing out Rogue Core as well, like some of the other devs that were up there, and I joined their game and was playing it, and I was just like, oh, I'm already in the match, so I'm just like shooting stuff, trying to like res people and stuff, like the normal things, and then like people were saying like they were having trouble like getting to other people's lobbies and stuff, and it's like, oh well, I found one, and it's like, well, whose lobby are you in? It's like, oh, I don't know. I was assuming it was like Mickle's, so I pulled it up, and it's like I think it was somebody else is there. Or it's like, this isn't Mickle's lobby, this is like them testing stuff, and I just happened to join in because there was just the three of them, so that was kind of funny. I'm doing computer science homework, but clearly the code I made has terrible time complexity because it's taking forever. Oh, okay. I'm not entirely sure, but I hope that gets figured out. But yeah, we did get to see a lot of like early stuff for Rogue Core, which was pretty cool.
Guns are for weaklings.
As well as we got to try out a lot of it, and that was really awesome. FYI, time complexity basically means how long the program takes to finish running. Okay, I kind of figured that by the way it sounded, but
Gotta have it.
thanks for telling me.
Found some nitro.
Crash yeah. Unintentionally, I joined their thing.
Have a loot bomb.
And then it's like, oh wait, no, I'm supposed to be like hooking up, because yeah, the other group ended up, their game for Rogue Core crashed twice, I think, the first day. So they didn't get a try out a whole bunch of it. And then ours, we didn't have any problems other than Lazy's game started like kind of freaking out. It started just like tanking frames. And that was something that they were aware of that could happen, but it's like it did fix itself. I'm sure that'll all be ironed out once the actual game comes out, because the game isn't coming out until like next year, so there's still plenty of time. I know they were going to be cutting back on Rogue Core, at least for a little bit, in terms of like the process of it, because they wanted everybody on hand for Season 5, and Season 5 is gonna... I think Season 5 is gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward to Season 5 with all the info that we got. Especially like all the new announcements that they've had too, which is really cool. Oh yeah, and if you ever see like a QR code on any of the art that they released, be sure to check it out. That's not like that's not a spoiler or anything. That's, I don't know if that's even gonna make it to there, but I kind of hope it does. That was hilarious to see. Yeah. Did they ask for your feedback on the current and future DRG? Yeah. Yes, they did. Yep, as well as potential plans in the future and kind of how things are going to be going. However, the way Ghost Ship works was pretty entertaining. How they said where It's like they usually have like a general idea of the things that they want to go for. They try to take in as much feedback from the community as possible, see if they can implement things that would either be, you know, easy to add to like a season or something, or be adding more stuff. Again, I can't really say exactly like anything though. I'm sure you understand, like, because like, I don't want to be like spoiling anything, nor do I want to be like promising anything that it's like, well, they didn't even, you know, say that or didn't heavily touch upon it or whatever it might be. Or, you know, this was like the plan at the time, but then it changed later. So, it's like, I can only say so much.
Let's clear them out. Just what the doctor ordered. Loot bug eliminated.
Let's go over here. I can... I really have the... Oh, I do. I got the BLT. Okay.
Down there.
I was thinking that this was the drop pod and I could crush these two, but...
I rarely pick one of these. This bugs.
Sure.
I want it. This makes my whole life better.
Give me a lot of the lead bursters. Alright, cool. Sure.
Time to bring the boomerang. Oh, don't die. Oh, don't die.
Running out of bugs. More are on the way.
I can use this. This is perfect. Give me.
More damage. Alright, these should die and we should get to the next stage really easy.
Here, have a bullet in the fight.
Sure.
Raring to try this out.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
You don't see these every day. I rarely pick one of these.
Alright.
I already feel
I gotta go now.
I'm raring to try
Gotta go.
Fine.
Alright.
Each one cleared. Be
Time
sure to
complexity
spend
is
your
practically
gold nitro
description
before the next
as
stage.
on... Okay. Where n is the number of the things generated. Oh, okay. Hey, Ron, I'm playing some Helldivers, but wanted to pop in and say congrats and welcome back. Oh, thank you, Moral. Well, hey, it's nice to see you too. Gonna see some Hazard 5. Looking forward to the new overclocks on the primary weapons. Yeah, me too. And I can't really even spoil that because when they were showing us like the the ideas for overclocks for season 5, they had a very long list of potential ones. A lot of them sounded really cool. I did get to see at least 2 that have been implemented into the game, but I can't really say what they are, but they do look really awesome. They look very unique and very fun to play around with. Also, wait, has 5 gives you 2 elites? Yeah, it gives you, I think it's always 2. Maybe it's 2 to 3 elites on each stage. I've never completed has 5, but I have at least gotten through a couple of stages on it. Wins for the main game ending? I'm not sure what you mean, Glitter. Let's see. How did you see the mechs are going to be coming to Titanfall 2? Awesome. Or Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2. Okay, sorry. Well, I said Titanfall, missed the game. That'll be cool to see mechs there. I'm assuming it's ones that you can fly then. Did you get to see the Season 5 overclocks? I got to see 2 of them that were fully functional, yes. After that, it was like a lot of them that were suggestions for each of the weapons. And they should be interesting to see. Meant to say event. Oh, So like, when's the main event game ending for like season 4? Is that what you mean? I'm kind of confused. When are they adding mechs to DRG? That'd be pretty cool too. Let's see. They said during the Thursday stream they were going to switch to focusing DRG Season 5's release in June. Yes. I think in part that was done because Henrik mentioned... Oh, yeah, that was probably Mikkel. Mikkel mentioned they saw an uptick in DRG sales because of Survivor. Yeah, that's true. Yep, they did. Soren said that like right away. Because he's like, we figured like DRG Survivor would do well, but we were surprised that it did as well as it did. And just like blew away all expectations. So that was really cool. He also had a breakdown before that too, which I don't think is really like spoiling anything. But like DRG's numbers have just been going up and up and up over time, which is really cool. And apparently like the amount of sales that they're getting is actually more from like new players than it is from existing players on like DLC stuff. So that's pretty cool. It would like by a substantial amount, like 80-20. So that's really awesome. Speaking of Helldivers, I just bought it yesterday. Oh, awesome. How are you liking it? The food in other countries were cheaper than in the US. When I was in France, it was way cheaper. Yeah, it was cheaper there. It kept throwing me off, though, because I was paying in krone, or the kroners, and kroners were about 7 kroners was 1 US dollar, roughly. So, like, it threw me off when I was, like, when we'd be, like, walking down the street and seeing stuff, and they'd have, like, poster or signs up that was, like T-shirts here, like 199 kroner or something like that, and it's like, why is that shirt like $110? And it's like, oh wait, no, like divided by 7. Okay, it's not that expensive then. Never mind. That's not that much. And I'm trying to think, like nothing was super expensive. Like it cost me like about $30 to get into like the zoo. So like that wasn't very much. Maybe it was a little bit more than that, like 30-35 bucks, something around there. I think the pizza that I had, that I got from the what was it? The food truck there, that was like a brick oven baked pizza, was only like $6-7. I was like, oh, okay. Danish kroner, Norwegian kroner, or Swedish kroner. Danish. I wasn't aware Norway and Sweden also had kroner, and I guess it's different? Did you see any of the new enemy ideas that were coming in Season 5? I did get to see them. I can't spoil them, but I did get to see them. One of them, I actually don't know exactly how it's going to look by the end, because, like, basically the model was there, the framework and everything was there, but it was all, like, assets that already exist in the game. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the new enemies. One of them might have like one of my favorite designs that I've seen so far in Deep Rock. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Show me more. Tough choice.
Yeah, sure, that'll work just fine. If you're stuck, ask ChatGPT. Yeah, that's true. I'm enjoying it, playing with my best friend. Oh, awesome, Wally. Yeah, it's really fun. Italy has fantastic pizza here. I have never been to Italy, although I did get to talk to an Italian couple on the way to Chicago that we were flying.
And work to be done. Get to it, miner.
They were really funny. They were nice to speak to. Because they had asked me like where I was from, or if I was originally from Paris. I was like, no, I'm not from France. I'm from the States. And it's like, oh, you're from the States. You're going back to the States. And I was like, yeah. And I asked them like if they had been to the States, and he's like, oh yeah, we've been to the States like one time before. We'd been, I don't remember exactly the place he said, in Texas. I was like, oh, okay. And he said it's like right outside Houston. I was like, oh, okay, I've been to Houston.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching. Supply pod prepped. Clear out the landing zone and triangulate your position so it can land. Objective completed. Excellent job.
All the grenades.
Explosive grenade.
Yes.
Shoot to kill.
All the explosives. That was a nice photo run. Oh, thank you. I actually have quite a few of them. Some of them I could kind of show. I'm gonna have to like preview them first though, because I don't.
Scanner shows clear. Supply pod inbound.
Nice shot. I want you.
Like, there will be more photos basically coming up later. I think today, once the video goes live.
This makes my whole life better.
There we go, acid.
My
Why not?
favorite type of clock.
And we have a mix of everything: ice, acid, fire.
The scanner just lit
Oh, we
up
don't
the
have ice. I was thinking we had the
electricity
cryonate.
field.
We don't. That was the last game. We got fire, acid, and electricity then.
Ain't dead. Boy, feel for the loss.
That hurt.
I can use this.
Extra crit chance. Crits are nice. More damage. You all went to Denmark? There was 7 of us in total. There was me, Lazy Maybe, Sniss, Drilling in the Name of, Explorian, Mist, and Dwarf Furious.
Eat blood.
They had said they wanted to have more people, but they weren't sure,
Son of a bitch.
like, how to make it happen.
Think you can kill me?
And, like, it was also kind of short notice when they decided to do this, because apparently this was a combination of, like, Aaron that works at Ghost Ship and Dwarf Furious's idea, since Dwarf Furious was planning on going out there anyway, which is funny, just to, like, take a tour of the studio and everything.
That will teach you.
He was really fun to be around though too. He would just randomly like disappear throughout the city and then just show up again later.
Drop pod has arrived. Get them.
Like
Drop pod
the last day we were there when we were touring Copenhagen, we're just like we were walking to one area that I don't know if I can say. I don't think it's really like a spoiler or anything, but
Galaxy.
I don't know if they want to like have that announced too, so I won't say. But we were walking somewhere that we had already planned there to go, and he wasn't there for like the second run of like Road Core to try it out. He was basically touring the city, and then yeah, we were just like walking down the street in the middle of Copenhagen, and he just like wanders out of a like a coffee shop that was there, like a cafe, and just like meets up with us. Then he gave us all like chocolates that he had bought. They were really good too. They were like that big, like about that tall, and then like had some sort of like almost like marshmallow type filling, but not quite marshmallow. I don't know what the heck it was. It was really good, and then it had some sort of like flavors throughout of it. But yeah, that was awesome. He brought like quite a few different like gifts and stuff for people there, because he also brought things for the devs to try out, because he had asked if they wanted anything in particular from the US, and he had brought Twizzlers, Hamburger Helper, and there was one other thing. What was it? Pop-Tarts, that was it. The other one. Like, yeah, like 3 American classics right there. Because they're like, oh yeah, we don't have like Twizzlers there. It's like, oh, okay. And apparently from Aaron, he's like, oh yeah, if you go to like any of the stores, sometimes the things taste different. Like, we have Doritos here, but they're not the same as like American Doritos. It's like, if you get them, like, they're gonna be a little bit different. I was like, oh, okay. I bought some stuff, but it's in my bag. Like, I got some weird looking cheese ball things, just because they looked kind of funny. Like at the supermarket there. And hopefully that will be back. The problem also with the supermarket is everything's in Danish, and I can't read Danish at all. So I was just trying to like grab things there. I also wasn't aware you're supposed to pay for plastic bags in Europe too. That was different, because like I just grabbed a couple things at the store, where I grabbed like this orange soda thing that was kind of like Fanta. which was kind of weird. It wasn't Fanta, but Fanta was everywhere there, which that wasn't that strange, but it was just like, yeah, I had something there. I think it was called like Appleson or something. It almost looked like Apple, but if you switch the L and the E at the end, and then just SIN. So, like, I don't know what... I think that was the brand of it. I don't know exactly what it was, though. That was decent. I got some waters there, like bottled waters, but it turns out you can buy, like, carbonated bottled water there, too. That was kind of surprising at, like, 3 a.m. when I woke up to, like, get a drink. And then, like... I got, like, those cheese ball things. I originally went there because I, like, forgot to get any sort of toothpaste. So I was like, okay, I gotta run to the store then in the morning so I can get that. And, like, yeah. Then I talked to the girl at the counter, and she asked me if I was from England. And I was like, no, I'm from the U.S. She's, oh, okay. And then, like, you know, checked me out and everything. And then I just, like, grabbed a plastic bag, threw everything in it, and, like, took it out. They didn't say anything. It wasn't until, like, later that day when Drilling in the Name of and Mist were going into a convenience store, too, and I just wandered in with them to kind of look at the different things in the supermarket there. And the person at the front said, like, you'd have to pay for the bags there. And I was like, you're supposed to pay for the bags? Mist is like, oh, yeah, that's a thing, like, in Europe that you're supposed to. It's like, they didn't tell me that earlier in the morning when I grabbed the stuff. One kit I run was Electro M1000 with gas recycling and conducted mod. Oh, very cool. Yeah, gas recycling's awesome. I love that one. I can stun and shock something and spray it down. Yeah. I don't like sparkling water. Yeah, I'm not a fan of sparkling water either. I don't really enjoy it, but, like, yeah, that... Like, I wasn't aware it was sparkling water because I couldn't read it. So I was just like, oh, okay, water bottles. Like, I'll grab, like, 2 of these. I'll grab this other drink because we had a mini fridge in the hotel we were staying at, so like that wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Gorgeous gun for a gorgeous dwarf.
I heard Denmark has a cool Legoland. You boys also went there. We didn't go to Legoland, but they did have a lot of Lego stores around, which was interesting. This is one of the few times I'm proud of my 16th Danish heritage. I can barely speak Danish anymore. Oh, okay. Yeah. How much were the tickets to fly? Also, how early in advance did they plan the trip to buy the tickets? They sent us the thing for everything that was included. And I think converted to USD, it wasn't that bad. It actually wasn't that much to fly to Denmark and stay there, which was really cool. I was kind of surprised at that. And then in advance, we had about a month and a half in advance. Because I had to, like... Basically, the week of confirming that, like, it was actually Ghost Ship that was trying to send us out there. Then I went to, my... Not my local mail, but, like, one of a similar or a close place to my, close place to where I live so I could actually, like, file for a passport so I could potentially get it in time.
Wonder what slop they're serving in the campaign tonight.
And then, like, everything was fine. Everything was set up beforehand, so that was really cool. Although they kept printing my name weird on stuff. Because they kept using my middle name for everything at, like, the airports, which is messing everybody up. Like, I don't know why they did that. Oh, there was a funny thing too when I was actually at the Ghost Ship office, because a lot of my ancestors were also from Denmark, and I was showing, I believe it was Mark, my, because I got like a passport and I got like a pass card, and the pass cards for like border crossings between like U.S., Canada, and a couple other places, like I think the Bahamas and, you know, a couple other places are like near the U.S.
Send in supplies until you clear out the landing zone.
And then had seen my last name and said, oh, you have a Danish surname. And I was like, yeah, a lot of my ancestors were originally from Denmark, so like that was kind of cool.
heading your way. Load up.
There's a lot of stuff coming now.
Meet your maker, Craig.
See, the thing was to get to level 60 with this class, huh?
I always waste my money on custom overclock, rock, and
Objective completed.
you ugly son of a bitch. Eat that!
A swoon's heading your way. Load
Feeling
up.
much better now. Yeah!
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get that right now. I think we're gonna have to come back. Oh, well, I think it's cleared up now. Kill the elites. Alright. This DRG Survivor can play on PlayStation 4 platform. That should be good. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know what DRG Survivor is all on right now. Oh no, I found a fat spot. Oh, those aren't even connected.
I've been dreaming of something like this.
Alright. Gotta go around then.
Hello and goodbye. Soy cream. Gotta have it. That's the one.
LC prepped. Flight pod incoming.
Yeah, sure. We build crit damage, so we can make this
Get to
work.
the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
Point Take that.
Yes. We need all the XP.
Pretty sweet. It's calling to me. Oh, yeah. Nice. I'll take it. Overclock, rock, and stone.
So close. So close to getting all the good stuff.
You shouldn't need
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
Alright, let's go.
Completed. Remember to mine for minerals as you progress deeper.
I can still read Danish for the most part. Oh, awesome. Was Merlin happy to see you when you got home? Yeah, Merlin was. Merlin was fine. Denmark's flag gives me Caesar Legion vibes because it's red and white. Sinoko? I'm not sure. Maybe that was the drink? Obviously, you can't talk about Deep Rock Galactic Road Core. Was it at least fun? Yeah, I can't talk about it, like, exactly everything that I got to see in Road Core, but it was really fun. The new weapons are really cool, which, I mean, they've already said that there is going to be, like, new weapons, so that's not a spoiler. The new... Obviously, they have, like, new voice lines. They have new music to it. All of it sounds fantastic. The direction that it's going is very different from regular Deep Rock, which is really cool to see as well. Like, especially when you'll get to see the art design. The art design is really, really awesome for it. It has probably one of my most favorite animations I've ever seen in Deep Rock 2. Maybe just about in any game. Like, I have a pretty good idea of what, like, my very first thumbnail is going to be for Deep Rock Galactic Road Core once it goes live. Yeah, like, it was really cool. It was really awesome to see. You prefer cold or warm room temperature water? Cold. Warm's only good if you're putting in, like, tea or cocoa or something. I'm surprised to see it's not 1,000 plus to fly internationally. You can fly somewhere really nice for, like, 150, 400 with good planning. Yeah, that's true. And I don't know exactly how much the tickets were from there, because for the entire thing, they basically gave us, like, a printout of, like, everything. So that was, like, the flight there, the flight back, and, like, the housing and everything, too. So, like, hotel, everything that we stayed in. The Danes are the nicest people in Scandinavia. It is why the rest of us enjoy their company. Yeah, I agree. Everybody in Denmark was super nice, very polite, very fun to be around. Even just like the random people that I would talk to when we were walking around throughout like Copenhagen were all very, very cool. They were all very nice. And like the first time we got to the restaurant where we ate all that food, Aaron's just like, oh yeah, there's a high level of trust in Denmark, so you can just like leave your stuff here and like nobody's gonna touch your things, so like just put it there. And like it's like, okay, you can just leave your stuff at like restaurants and stuff, nobody's gonna like try to grab it or wander off with it or anything. Cool. I didn't have anything in my bag that was worth anything at that point, so like it didn't really bother me, since like I had left my laptop at the hotel and everything else was at the hotel. So like the hotel also had a safe in it, which was pretty cool, so I could just put all my stuff in there. And yeah, the thing of it was though is Dwarf Furious had wandered off without getting his backpack, and then was texting Mist that it was still left there. And it's like, well, what does your bag look like? And he just responds like black. It's like, all right, well, we need a black bag. We'll just steal whatever black bag we see there. He gave like more information after that, but like I just went to grab one bag there, and it's like that wasn't his. So it's like, yeah, maybe the Danish people won't steal your stuff, but a random American tourist might. So still be careful about that. Hey Nash, what are your thoughts on the explosive reload Sabata? Explosive reload Sabata is pretty good. That's probably my favorite version of the Sabata. I like it quite a bit.
Baby, this works.
Sure, just get everything. DRG Survivor has some weapons that the original doesn't. Yes, that is true. Oh boy, I can't wait to buy Rogue Core day one and then never play it. Okay. Just for future reference, if you're in a relationship with someone from Denmark and they say kiss kiss, it's like saying kiss kiss. They're not telling you oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Not the same in the US. Yeah, just kind of a typo thing there.
You're cute.
Prepare to fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching.
Oh, that hurt. That was 97 damage. That's a lot of damage. I only technically need like another 16 levels for the rest of this, and then we'll be up to level 60. So that's cool.
That hidden spot. Don't die. This is smart. Put a bit of extra kick in it. Just what we thought.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
Oh, more of the loot bugs. We need them. Aaron, how's it going? Hey, Nick. Going pretty good. How are you?
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
That's a lot of stuff.
We got a blocked landing site for the supply pod. Get it cleared out,
Blocked landing site. Yeah, but it's back the other way.
I'm growing stronger. You want some more?
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Never felt better. Alien, stop!
Yeah, well. Hopefully we start killing them a little bit, because...
This one almost makes it too easy. Attack! Pretty sweet.
Alright.
Here, have a bullet in the fight.
Got a supply pod incoming. Well done.
See that coming, sucker?
Go more gold, I guess.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
Now,
Alright, you can keep running.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Well done, Miner.
Okay.
Stage 4 was obviously a breeze for you, so we look forward to your easy completion of the final stage.
Run the final stage already? Alright. Well, we might be able to get through this then.
tough choice. Dibbity dibs. I'm feeling lucky.
Ooh, that would have been nice.
Feels like a brand new gun now.
Yeah, sure, that'll be fine.
It's time to kill.
Alright.
This is the big one, Miner.
Best to book a
Find
flight at
and destroy
midnight
the
when you're
cocoon.
sleepy and sleep on the plane, and then you wake up, you're there. Yeah, that's true. I didn't end up sleeping like on any of the planes, which made for like my final day there a very long day because I had woken up early. I woke up at like 1 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep. Went to the airport at like 3:30 a.m. and then I was supposed to be back my time at like 1 p.m. my time. Since we got redirected to Chicago, it added like another 7 hours to it, so I didn't get back my time until it was almost like midnight. So I think I was awake for something like 26, 27 hours or something like that.
Feeling much better This works.
These are all good. You still need 9 more levels though too with this.
Think you could kill me? Don't think again.
Recommend being cautious in Spain, especially my dad got robbed there once. Oh, that sucks. I did think it was funny talking to one of the guys there at Ghost Ship. I can't remember his name right now. I know he told me, but he was the guy from Slovakia, and we were talking about the U.S. and how he said like the U.S. would freak him out because there's like so much, like there's so much space in the U.S. and like everybody has guns in the U.S. So like, you know, you go out to the middle of nowhere and people might just like show up and shoot you or something and just like leave you in a ditch. It's like that. I mean, I kind of get why you would have that fear, but that's not really how that works. Like, because I was telling him that I live in like a rural area, and like you know you go hiking and hunting all the time and stuff. But like, I've never heard of anybody like getting robbed or getting shot out here or anything like that. Well, I take that back. I have heard of people getting shot, but it was almost always by themselves. because they were either drinking or just not doing something that was potentially dangerous and ended up shooting themselves in the leg or something. So there is that. But yeah, I was like, that's not like if you're actually on like the rural areas in the U.S., it's like it's usually pretty safe. Like nobody's just gonna like show up and like try to rob you or like shoot you or whatever. At least not usually.
What is this abomination? I'm growing stronger.
Yeah.
Oh, I want stars.
Can't run.
Let's show them some fight. I
Sure.
want it.
Yeah.
Feeling much better now. Let's show them some fight. That will teach you. Break the fight.
I think I'm gonna beat this, but I don't think I'm gonna get to level 60, which was like the other thing to
They're getting worse,
to
Miner.
complete.
You need to move.
Yeah. Oh well, maybe I'll make it out of here. Less confident now. No,
There goes my yearly
not quite.
bonus.
Hey Aaron, how was the trip to Ghost Ship? It was really cool, Chompy.
The bugs are going insane. Move.
Well, to be more specific, it's not like he was robbed at gunpoint. He was pickpocketed, well, on the trains, subway or bus. I can't remember which one it was exactly. Oh, okay. You have a gun around? Yeah. I have 3 of them. I live in rural Kentucky, so he's not entirely wrong. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of depends state to state, but still. I live in an urban/suburban area. I'm not a rural guy. Okay. But there's a big pro to living in a rural area, peace and quiet. And no, I'm trying to take your stuff. Yeah, that's true. I hear many criticisms of Americans, but in my experience, most Americans are good people. Yeah, I think that's kind of the same way with every place. Like, regular people are, like the average people in any sort of like country or anything are usually fine. They're usually pretty nice. So at least that's been my experience. I feel like Americans are good people, but a lot of people who live here are okay. Did you get to meet the dwarf VA? I didn't get to meet Robert. No, he wasn't there. He was on vacation. He was the only person I don't think we got to meet. And we were hoping that we could. I feel like you speaking Danish makes sense. You look some parts Danish, maybe the mustache and beard. Well, I have ancestors that are Danish, quite a few of them. And like I do have a Danish last name, so not too far off. Oh, Ronan liked pay to win sometime back. Yeah, that's true, I did. Yeah, pay to win seems like it can be good, but it's only really good on like the last stage if you get it then.
Crystalline Caverns, my favorite.
Yeah, we didn't quite get to 60 there. I wonder what would be the easiest for electricity. Incendiary grenade.
Gonna get thorns in
Sabata.
my beard again.
Yeah, maybe I can get
Down to
Sabata
the
to level
desert
25.
floor just feels.
That'd be fun. So close. Yeah.
Find the dreadnought. Eliminate the dreadnought. Return in time for sandwiches and beers.
Of course, no country is entirely inhabited by angels. Some people will be nice and some not so nice, regardless of country. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. I would say the vast majority of people just about anywhere are usually pretty nice people, though. Or at least trying to be. I don't think most people kind of go out of their way to be mean-spirited or anything.
Why not?
Got 3 guns? Wow. Hunt showdown real life. I don't live in Louisiana, but... Yeah, no, I have a rifle, a handgun, and a shotgun.
Supply pod prepped. Clear out the landing zone.
And I had another one, but
So it can land.
that one went missing, so... Yeah, I think I've told that story before, though, too.
Got a supply pod incoming. Well done.
What a shot!
Sure, grids. I was kind of hoping for, like... Oh, sludge bomb, thank you.
The sludge gross but effective. Just what we want.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
I believe it's Engineer's voice that's actually his and not pitched to the other classes. Yeah. You have VATS. You have VATS too? Sure, why not? Engineer's voice is slightly higher pitched than the VA's voice. Oh, okay. It's not just good to have Scandinavian ancestors. Many of us developers at old age known as Viking fingers. Oh, okay. Dude, I was having a scrappy day and the other day on my friend and got Helldivers 2. I think that changes it to crappy, having a crappy day. And then my friend got me Helldivers 2. Very cool. I hope you're enjoying it. Helldivers 2 was very fun. I've been having a lot of fun with it. We're probably going to be playing that more like Friday. Because I think today I'm going to do DRG Survivor, and then later I'm going to be doing Hunt Showdown, since the new event just barely came out today, and I want to try that out. And then, like, I still want to play more Helldivers 2 when I have time. And then I'm going to be playing, like, Deep Rock tomorrow, because we've got, like, the armor and the 6-year anniversary and everything to go over, so that'll be really cool. Since I haven't been playing any DRG in a week. I haven't really been playing anything in like a week. I guess Road Corps, but that was it. Are one of the guns at least an M1000 Classic? Oh, that I have? No. I don't have an M1 Garen. That'd be really cool to have, but they're kind of expensive. It would be fairly cheap to buy ammo for, though, because 30-06 is not expensive. And funny enough, there is a couple of M1 Garen N-block clips that did belong to my grandpa, so I would actually have a way of, like, reloading them.
I want it.
But don't actually have one of those. Do you have an RPG? No. No. Like, explosives are still very regulated. Can't have anything like that. Like, most ranges won't let you shoot, like, explosive ammo on them. Or, like, any sort of incendiary or tracer rounds on them either, because it's a fire hazard. Sure.
This is a rare treat. Ooh. Shoot it in the face.
Threat level increasing.
Really much better.
Threat level increasing. Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
Feels like a
Get
brand
moving.
new
It won't
gun
hang around.
Yeah, let's go acid.
Change everything.
Huh.
Begin forces through
Stage
More
1
stuff
completed.
there.
Well done. Taking you to stage 2.
I've never heard of Viking fingers, and all people should be an expert on Viking things. Louisiana sounds cool. Cajun Southern food in New Orleans. Back in the day, the people of Louisiana were racist. Well, I mean, that's a lot of the Deep South. I don't know if Louisiana would have been, or specifically New Orleans would have been one of the major ones, because there is a lot of like Haitian and trying to think, like Caribbean people there too. You own a minigun? Yeah, exactly. I don't know how expensive that would be if you actually wanted to own a minigun. Just physically buying it, I feel like would be a lot. A woman in my band went to New Orleans some time ago. I think she enjoyed it there. Yeah, I've heard New Orleans is really cool. I've never actually been there. I've been close since I've been to Houston, Texas, and that's like, you just cross the border and you're basically to New Orleans right there. But I never went that far east, so like, I don't know. It sounds cool. From like pictures and stuff I've seen, it looks really cool.
Looks beautiful, like me.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Ron doesn't have an RPG. I thought this was the land of the free. Yeah, exactly. I don't know the legal, the legality of how you would have to get an RPG. I also have no idea what the legality of shooting it would be. You could probably get a deactivated one, just as like a collector's piece or something. I feel like that wouldn't be that difficult to actually get, but like an actual legit one, yeah. You gotta get at least that 6-year hat. Oh yeah, absolutely. Gotta get the hat. Trust me, officer, I need the RPG for home defense. Exactly.
There's beasties to shoot and work to be done.
Minigun would probably be $250,000. Yeah, probably, unless maybe you got a prop one or something.
Believe how green I was when I saw it.
I have no idea. It would be ridiculously expensive. It would be so expensive to shoot though, too, if you ever wanted to. Because it goes through ammo so fast. I feel at that point you should probably just like open up a museum and try to get like a Gatling gun or something, you know? Like, I feel like that might be easier and it would probably be more fun to shoot. And it wouldn't break the bank.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, golden blue bug.
Coming.
Very cool. Yeah.
Supplies blocked. Get the landing zone cleared.
Fire, fire, or more fire. You gonna go flamethrower? I heard the flamethrower got buffed, so
Sorry, your own fault for being full of.
at least that's what Dwarf Furious was telling me.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
Feel much better now.
You want a 22, maybe 5K, like a 22 minigun? Maybe.
Overclock time,
I
baby.
don't know.
Your shoes, your head.
Ooh, dang it.
knife. Ooh,
Yeah. Way too much damage there.
this stuff of legend.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Loot bug looted. Feeling much better than
This is gonna hurt to go through, but oh no! I don't want to get stuck on the golden loot bug. Okay. I need to get some more sugar. He's doing a Hunt Showdown, new event drop, and he wants to play it. Yeah, that's what I was gonna be playing like later. Yeah, later today, like co-op stream with me and Johnny, and probably doing that. Then more Deep Rock like tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. That should be a lot of fun.
hell.
And let's see, Helldivers probably Friday. And I haven't decided on Saturday what we're doing yet, so. Should be a very fun week to be playing around with stuff. Maybe I'll do a mix of like Helldivers and DRG Survivor or something. I don't know. Or if an intruder invades your property with an A1 Abrams. Yeah, exactly. Well, then I'm assuming the intruder is probably part of the military. Or is the military. And you have your own tank. Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Prepare for impact.
Oh, very nice.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
Think you could kill me? Well, think again. That's the one.
Stage 2 completed.
The next stage then.
Stage 3. Well done.
Yo, what up? Hey, Sting, how's it going? Let's see, the myth, it is a pure myth that the fingers get crooked from holding the Viking shield too tight. Oh, okay. That seems kind of strange, because aren't most Viking shields like the center one where you just hold it like this? Yeah, I don't know how your fingers would really get crooked from just holding something like this, but I'm not sure. Guess you learn something new every day, yeah. Oh, golden loot bug. They need to add petting to this game. Yeah, exactly. They have updated the Helldivers 2 equipment, so it is a bit harder. Armor works, and heavy armor is so slow. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of cool that it works. That's nice. Yeah, I seen that there was a bunch of stuff that needed to be updated when I opened up Steam. I was like, oh, okay, I gotta get, like... Gotta do that.
Overclock time, baby. This is my pick. Surely next time will be better. I'm gonna go with this.
Sure.
You have your objectives.
Feel like playing as NG, you need to pick Sentries and DRG Survivor? It depends. The demo class I found is really good too. Although it does get hard to see if you just go all explosions and like explosion radius. But that one also seems pretty strong. The Tinker seems like it can be good since it gets you ahead early. But it's like you kind of have to keep that momentum going to be like ahead the whole time. Otherwise it feels like you just kind of fall back into being just kind of average. So I think that one's maybe the least consistent of them. I feel like the Turret NG and the Demo NG are the most consistent. I love Tinker. I can understand that. Yeah, it feels like you can get really high rolly with it.
Detected. Buggerman, get ready.
This will help me work harder.
Okay, I need another 6 levels to the Sabata. And then we've completed the thing that we needed. So that's not too bad.
We have a supply pod prepped for you. We need the LZ clear.
21k DPS Thunderhead and Tickle Hazard 5 Dreadnought again. Yeah, the autocannon feels really strong in this. And it feels really consistent too, especially on like the heavy gunner. That one is really surprising.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
This one's so mean.
One thing I noticed in Denmark too when I was there is that every place was like a lot more quiet than I would have thought. Like a lot more quiet than the US. Because like the hotel we were staying in had a casino connected to it, like on the outside if you wanted to go in. But like I never heard anything. Like I didn't hear like the usual sounds that I would associate with a casino. Like, didn't hear yelling, didn't hear, like, anything like that, which was a little bit unusual. Because I was like, is it, like, closed, or, like, what? Because, like, I haven't heard anything. People are like, oh, no, like, people go there all the time. It's like, really? Like, I haven't heard anything. And it's like, oh, yeah, like, the casinos are kind of big around here. And it's like, they don't sound like the ones in Vegas at all. So that was kind of nice. Oh, and funny enough, I actually got sort of stuck between the casino and the hotel too by accident. That was after coming back from the supermarket. Because I went to the supermarket and then, like, I came in from a different direction than the front where I had left. Since I kind of had to go around through the parking lot to get over to where the supermarket sort of was. And like, I was just like, I had seen some guy like open up a door. So I was like, okay, I'll just like follow this guy through the door. So went through there and then it's just like locked door, locked door, locked door, locked door, locked door, like all the way across there. There was some stairs there, but I was like, oh, like, how do I, like, get out of here then? And then luckily, like, as I was like, well, I could go up the stairs, and then I seen, like, some girl, like, opening up the door there. So I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just, like, go over here, and, like, I just held the door open for her. And she just kind of looked at me like, what are you doing here? It's like, I don't know, I got lost. Like, I was in between, like, the casino and the hotel, and then I just, like, went back to the hotel, so... It's like, I just walked around the rest of the building to, like, the front.
This is growing out of hand. Get it done, miner.
This works.
I don't want to get my drop pod, but I don't know. I might be able to do it now. Yeah, I think so.
Landing zone ready. Impact
There we
zone.
go.
Stupid.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
It looks
Get
good.
moving. It won't hang around.
Sure.
Everyone knows that.
No. Yeah, oh, almost.
That drop pod is about to head out.
If I had waited there for a second longer, maybe we could have gone. Oh, alright. That was a good run, too. Run one into the back rooms. Yeah, exactly. Did you hear the cars and subwoofers in Denmark? No, no, didn't hear any of that. Still, Yankaboofers. Love American guns. Okay, I guess that works. But as a gunner main, I can't say no to gunner. And my rapid fire baby, of course, talk about the minigun. Yeah, the minigun's pretty cool. It's kind of awkward in this, but it is still pretty cool. Let's see. It's not Denmark being quiet. It's at the US being loud. Yeah, probably. Yeah, because I was like, we're like right next to a casino. We passed by it like every day to actually go to the Ghost Ship offices. And like, I heard like nothing in the casino. I never heard anything. And it's like, if you're anywhere near a casino, like in Vegas, even within like a block of it, you can hear it. Probably within like 3 or 4 blocks, honestly. Like, you can hear all of the music. You can hear all of the people like going there. You can hear the machines. I'm going out to play DRG with a friend. Bye, Ron. Bye, Dark. Hey, take care. What was Road Core like? It was really cool, Meg. It was really, really cool. I'm looking forward to it. Could be really fun. I didn't play it solo. I know Lazy did, and that was supposed to change it a bit. Multiplayer was really cool, though, because we always played it in 4-mans, aside from that. And that was just because the last day that we were playing it, not everybody was there. So,
It's so shiny down to the bow below. I can
try this again one more time.
We're here to mine.
Yeah, like, it was really cool. Different theme than Deep Rock. Definitely felt different. It felt both similar and different from Deep Rock, because it still has, like, the same, like, structure as Deep Rock, but it doesn't play the same, if that kind of makes sense.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Wait, chat got disconnected. Wait, what? Yeah. Okay. Said I got disconnected from chat for like 2 seconds, so... But apparently we're back. Well, doesn't say I had any hiccups there. Maybe that was just with YouTube.
Gotta have it. Loot box open. Ooh.
Supply pod LZ is full of crap. Please clear it out.
Yeah, sure.
Coming in.
Try okay. Cryo's pretty cool. Although those other ones are pretty awesome too. Impact axes are very fun, and like the acid grenade's actually pretty good. Or neurotoxin. Basically the same thing in this game though.
Don't mind if I do. Now we're cooking with gas.
Good work. There's a resupply on the way.
Nice shot. This
Sure, crits, why not?
might as well. Need it.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
The loot box. Let's get the mineral.
I wish you could talk about it more. Yeah. Well, again, like, I don't want to be, like, saying stuff and then it's like, oh, that's not even in the game by, like, the final product.
Objective in a record time.
Yeah, well, as soon as it, like, comes out, or as soon as we get closer to the release date, especially if they show some of the things there, then I can talk about it. But, like, I can't until then.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
Like, I can say that it looked awesome. There's going to be new enemies, although they've already confirmed all this. And you would kind of expect that from a new game anyway. The gameplay flow is really fun. It plays somewhat similar to Deep Rock, but not exactly. It's definitely its own game. Like, some of the things are going to feel really similar. Like, mining's going to feel the same in Deep Rock between Deep Rock and Deep Rock Galactic Road Core. That's also not a spoiler or anything like that. And we'll probably get to see more of the enemy design and more of the other stuff that they were working on when Season 5 gets officially released too. Because that's another thing. I can't say all the stuff that I've seen for Season 5 either.
Let's show them some pie. Epic
Let's grab this.
That's a no-brainer.
Did you see any of Season 5? Yeah. I gotta see a lot of the things on there. New primary overclocks. I gotta see 2 of those. There was actually a full list of other ones that were potential ones to be coming. So they were being worked on or were potential ideas to be worked on. Or I guess scrapped because they actually had a long list of things. New mission type. New mission type. Which looks really cool too. Looking forward to that.
They're everywhere. Move out, miner. Get it over with.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. Drop pod is not going to hang around.
Alright. There we go.
Cleared. Be sure to spend your gold.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff. Like I said during the stream, it would be 1 new overclock per weapon in Season 5. 1 new per primary weapon, yes. So there will be 12 in total. So there's gonna be like 1 for the like minigun, the autocannon, and the hurricane. And then for like driller, it's gonna be for the flamethrower, for the cryo cannon, for the sludge pump, and so on and so forth. Scout's gonna get GK2, M1000, Drac, and Ingy's gonna get Warthog, Stubby, and Loki. New secondary overclocks haven't been confirmed yet. Yes, and I don't think that there will be for this next update.
Gotta have it. It's a little extra special. It'll do. More options.
Yeah, sure.
I already feel stronger.
Get to
Oh, that
work.
said all weapons
The
are
aliens
state. Yeah, it's just gonna be
and
12
gold
weapons.
remined.
It's gonna be 12 new overclocks for all the primary weapons.
You want something done right? You gotta do it yourself. It'll do.
Man, like I said, I gotta see 2 of them, which both look really cool.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Oh, you're mining super fast now. Too bad I don't have a like a gold scanner or something. That's actually really awesome on this particular class.
Got a blocked landing site for the supply pod. Get it cleared out, miner.
Who got a loot box?
Okay.
That's all you got, you slip.
Yeah, I want to unlock stuff for the EPC. I'm curious what its overclocks are going to be.
Scanner shows clear. Supply pod inbound.
That's operate. That's the one.
Yeah, sure.
It's a little extra special. This makes my whole life better. Go, go, go.
heading your way. Load up.
Grab this, gotta grab that.
I'll take this one.
I want to upgrade that too, just to see. Just to get those overclocks unlocked.
Objective completed.
So with the luck
Excellent
stat, is there a number % chance? Well, you can check here, like if you hit escape or if you right click, then you can see like all your percentages here. So like your luck is just a straight stat, and that's just how likely you are to get higher rarity perks. Like you're more likely to get rare ones, epic ones, or legendary ones from that. Alright, I'm late. Did you get to play a version of Road Core? Yes, I actually technically got to play 2 versions of Road Core, because they had changed them a little bit between the 2 days there. I guess they were just technically like different builds of Road Core. They felt a little bit different. The second one was just like a bit more stable, like allowed you to play things a little bit easier and without the like issues that some of the other group was having, where they had like a crash, or they had 2 crashes during it. So there was that. But yeah, I did get to play Road Core while I was there. It was really cool. We played that actually the very first day we were there in the office, and on Friday. On Thursday we didn't play Road Core. On Thursday we were playing regular Deep Rock, sort of, while doing like the like interview thing that they had there for the developer stream. I can speak. For the developer stream. So like that was cool, and then we got to like hang out and check out a bunch of the other stuff. Like we got to see like the new art, we got to hear like the new music. We got to talk to like everybody that worked there. They fed us a lot of really good lunches. They took us out for dinner the one night, which was really good, but like way too much food. I was talking about that earlier. They gave us like a 7-course meal. Alright, there we go. So like, yeah, that was all super nice. We had a pizza party with them the other night. That was after their developer stream, where they just had a bunch of pizza there, and Drilling in the Name of was acting as the bartender for it. So we got to try out like his leaf lover drink, and the other drink that he made that I tried, which was like one of the guys there had brought like quite a few to ask him if he could make him like any drinks from it, and the drinks look more like they look like shampoo bottles, honestly, and he was pulling out like so many of them.
The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
So yeah, it was a fun night. Like, got to eat a bunch of stuff there, hang out with everybody, chat quite a bit, which was really cool. And then I think it was me and Explorian that walked back to the hotel after that. I think we were like the second to last to leave, because I think everybody else had left before that, besides Drilling in the Name of, who stayed there, I think until the party was over, basically, since he was being like the bartender, and Sniss, I think, was hanging out there too. I saw my first DRG Survivor Golden Loot Bug. Oh, awesome. And shouted. Yeah, you played some Road Core. Yes, I did. Steam had a really nice sale on Resident Evil, and I got the 7th one, Biohazard. It's a wonderful game. Yeah, 7th Resident Evil is like my favorite of them, or one of my favorites. It might be my favorite. It's hard to say. There's a lot of good Resident Evil games.
Now we're cooking with gas. You don't see these every day. More options.
Like, Resident Evil 7 is one of my favorites. Resident Evil 2 Remake is one of my favorites. And Resident Evil 4 Remake is also one of my favorites. So is the hidden dwarf drink just a mask? Yeah, maybe. Very well might be. I want to try the alcohol that people like to drink in other countries. Yeah, I'm not sure what would be like the main one in Denmark. Because they had a lot of it like everywhere.
Danger and darkness in me. That hit the spot.
Also, we found out, thanks to Aaron too, that there is no like open like open bottle laws in Denmark. So if you want to just be carrying around and drinking like alcohol in the open, you absolutely can if you want. that was interesting.
Overclock, rock, and go! Look how the loot fuck.
In England, they like to drink beer in pubs. Had some there. It was it's beer, you know. Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of beer, but I mean, honestly, I don't drink very much at all. So, like, it was kind of interesting that there was like that much stuff there. Grab that. Sucks to live where you can't have nice things. I guess. There's this visual novel game called Move Love. Been written more love if you move the love rhymed. Oh, okay. And I was thinking of buying it because a friend of mine recommended it. Oh, okay. How do I get out of this country? Well, if you want to get to Denmark, you just gotta, well, get a flight there and get a passport. And then you gotta go through customs and answer their questions as to why you're going to the country. Which, it was kind of funny, because the first place I had customs was in Amsterdam. And, like, the girl that was asking me questions there just, like, kept asking more and more questions. Because I think she was, like, more interested in, like, what I was doing or what I was planning on doing there. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Because I was like, oh, I'm like, I was invited to like a game convention. Well, they, you know, it's like business or pleasure, and it's like, I guess I'm going there for business. And they're like, you guess? You don't know? And it's like, well, I mean, I was invited out here to like test out like a new game and like see the studio and stuff. And it's like, oh, what game studio? It's like, oh, it's Ghost Ship Games. Like, oh, I don't know if I've heard of that one. What kind of games do they make? It's like, oh, they make like Deep Rock Galactic, if you've heard of that one. It's like, oh, I think I've heard of that one. Like, okay, and like, you know, you're like in space with dwarves and stuff, and you do that, and it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Well, how long have you been playing the game? And like, she just like kept going, and I was like, okay, like. I got through customs no problem, but she was like the most pleasant person in customs that I talked to. Just wasn't really what I was expecting. Although when I was in the Amsterdam airport, it seemed like everybody there was pretty cool too, so. Like, would not be opposed to going back to like Amsterdam or something and actually getting to see stuff there. Ooh, nitro scan.
It's calling to me.
Denmark is beer. You also have moonshine, like drink, liquor called Akviet. Agviet? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Okay. Yay, my bag's here. Awesome. I'll be able to get that in just a second then. Let's see, I guess I can get that in between the stages then. Hopefully we can kill this one. Yeah. I only need one more level for this then. Take him out, Sabata.
Just went up.
Still find it funny that the 21st Amendment is really just ignore the 18th Amendment. Yeah, in the U.S. that is true.
I can use this.
Like, never mind, that one was a mistake. Ignore that one.
Satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
Legend.
Oh, we didn't quite make it there.
I love them.
I think I needed to run in there a little bit quicker. Close call though. Alright, well, we got more stuff unlocked, which is pretty cool. Let me go grab my bag, and then maybe I can show you some of the stuff that I got. So I'm going to put this on the Be Right Back screen. Be right back? No, be right back. Okay, let's see. Is the information? There we go. That's correct. Yep, I got my bag back. Let's see. There was some stuff in here that I got that I kind of want to show you guys, and I guess I can show you early since you're still here. All right. Gotta set that aside. With this bag, he has a bigger Resident Evil inventory. Yeah, exactly. I've got Let's see. Does this have any? Okay, does this have any personal info on it? And it's got some, so get rid of those. But yeah, with this bag, I have more inventory space, I guess. Huh. Okay. Kind of different. Oh wow, I got I got kind of wrecked. I got like I don't know how that happened. Either way, I'm still gonna try these things out. I got this thing that I found at a store. Oh, and the green screen's kind of like cutting it out. These are like some sort of weird looking cheese balls that I'd seen. I was like, oh, I'll take those, but I don't know how they got like squished this way. It doesn't look like they got opened at all. I guess just from being on like the plane, it got kind of like vacuum sealed. I don't know. Right, that's good news. Yes. Yeah. Ah, yes. Here's the other stuff that I wanted. Always good to get those souvenirs. Yeah, check this out. Like they gave us these, like postcards with the with the Ghost Ship logo on the back of it. Very cool. They're a little bit beat up from going through the airport, but that's all right. And oh, hopefully that kind of that's really awesome. And then also a pen that has their logo on it too. So got a Ghost Ship pen and a Ghost Ship pin. And this all came in a Ghost Ship bag too. With the dwarfs on it. So that's really cool. I think what else? I mean, yeah, there's some other things that I have souvenirs for friends and family, but yeah, and then all of my clothes, so that's convenient. Oh, there's at least like one more Ghost Ship thing in here. Oh, okay, here it is. Oh no. Well, I'll have to put that back together. But I at least have a Ghost Ship mug. Funny enough, it's only the handle that broke, so that's not a huge deal. I can fix that. But yes. Or I could just have it like this and attach something else to it. Either way, still technically has a handle. And then they also gave us this too. Which where the heck is oh, there it is. It's really hard to find knives there too to open up anything when I was in Denmark. But yes, then I got yes. The Ghost Ship shirt too. That's pretty cool. The only problem with this though is that they didn't have any small sizes there. The only sizes that they had were either double XL or triple XL. And I am not a double XL or triple XL. I'm usually a small or a medium. This is very cool. Yeah, it's really cool. Ghost Ship didn't send you home with a complimentary loot bug. They did actually have those at the office. They had them. They had some cool prototypes of like the DRG board game as well there, like the original ones that they just kept, which I know Dwarf Furious was trying to steal, but then got kind of bummed out when it turned out that those were empty. They were just like there for decoration. This is all very cool. Yeah, this is really cool. Was the trip to Ghost Ship? Sorry, I just got in here. Yeah. Yeah. Ghost Ship flew me and 6 other content creators out to their office to check out stuff. And then they sent us back with a bunch of really cool things. So there's that. Some other various cool things. And we got to try out the new Rogue Core game a little bit early, as well as get a sneak peek of Season 5, which also really cool. And we got to meet the whole crew. They had us out there for lunches and dinners. Any teasers? Yeah. I can't say a lot of the stuff, but yeah, a lot of cool things. So, like, we weren't under NDAs or anything, but it was just like, please don't announce anything before we actually like announce it, because we don't know exactly what's going to be in the game. And it's like, okay, yeah, fair enough. What can you say? I can talk. Well, I was free to talk about the trip. It's just I can't really say like the new enemies or the new weapons or the new like the new overclocks that are coming out in Season 5. Let's see, what else can I not really talk about? Probably enemy designs and like the art, although the art does look really cool and the enemy designs look really cool for Rogue Core. So yeah, just like the things, like, because not everything's going to be in the final product of the game that we were trying out. It was still very experimental. And like Rogue Core's not coming out until like next year, so. Did they show you any code of how it was being made? Yeah. Yeah, we got to see all of that. And another feature that's going to be coming to Deep Rock that I think is going to be really cool. I don't know if it's been announced yet, though, so I don't think I can say. But it is something that I think everybody will enjoy. It's just a very nice quality of life bonus to Deep Rock. The important question, do we get more beards? We're definitely going to get more cosmetics. That was a given. Some of the cosmetics we've seen may not actually be in the game. So those may or may not be showing up. Just totally depends. We'll have to see. And yeah, it should be really, really cool. Yeah, I know it kind of sucks me not being able to say like anything in particular. Like, oh yeah, these weapons are going to be in there. They're, you know, these type of enemies are going to be in there, or anything like that. But I was wondering if Rogue Core will have its own overclocks. Yes and no. Sort of. There was... I don't really know what I can say on that. Weapons do function differently in Rogue Core than they do in regular Deep Rock, but they're still kind of similar. So... like... I don't know if they plan on having overclocks that you can unlock in Rogue Core, and it's just going to go to your dwarf itself, or how they have it planned. I don't know that. Wait, 1 year? Well, I'm busy with Helldivers, so that should be fine. Yeah, they were too at the offices. They were playing Helldivers too quite a bit there. It was really funny. Like, everybody would just be like playing games in their own time. So... yeah, it wasn't uncommon to see, like, them playing that, or, like, Mikkel, like, the lead designer, playing, like, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor on his PC. And, like, some of the other ones, the lead art designer, which I still can't remember his name, and I wish I did, because he was a cool guy, too. He was playing, like, Baldur's Gate 3. and like doing stuff there, play their own games. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. Like they were just playing like a mix of stuff there. I still haven't played Deep Rock yet. I just like to watch Ron. Oh, thanks, Rainer. Do appreciate that. Was it playing previous chapters in DRG? They announced that would be on the roadmap during Thursday's stream. They did, and then we had a pretty funny conversation with Mike shortly after that, I believe. I think that was later on at the Irish pub when we were talking about that, because he wasn't entirely sure about certain things, and it was like, I think I had asked him if one of the aspects of the seasons were going to be coming back, and like how they were going to be implemented. And he's like, I'm not sure. I don't know if we've thought about that so far, but we are having it there. So it's like, okay, like, so hopefully that gets all like sorted out once it actually goes. But yeah, like I said, they were super transparent about anything and everything there. Like if you asked them a question, they would tell you exactly like what they knew about it or what they didn't know about it, because either they were working on it or somebody else was working on it, or like, okay, we've already decided we're going to do this. When and how? So, is Rogue Core progression like DRG Survivor, picking up upgrades and stuff? It's similar. It's gonna be a roguelite game, so it's like you get upgrades. Like, have you ever played Risk of Rain 2, or you know that game? It's kind of similar to something like that, but mixed with Deep Rock and mixed with some other aspects. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be kind of similar to Deep Rock, at least in terms of like base gameplay, but then there's going to be a lot of variation throughout it, and a lot of ways that you can build your dwarfs throughout it. So I know that's vague again, but I don't want to spoil anything. And again, it might change by the time it actually comes out too, because we played an experimental version, so things may change dramatically. Haven't played Risk of Rain 2 for a while, but it's no doubt a good game. Yeah, I agree. Risk of Rain 2 is awesome. Yes, I thought it would be like Risk of Rain 2. Yeah, sort of. It still doesn't like feel like Risk of Rain 2. It still feels closer to Deep Rock, but not exactly Deep Rock either. So it's like that's just another, you know, roguelike game that I could kind of point at to make comparisons to. But then like basically none of the roguelike games I had played before really felt the same as like Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core. So like yeah, I can tell you it's going to be a really fun game though. I'm going to be playing it a lot. There was a lot of really cool designs about it. The enemy design was definitely a highlight for me. I think the enemy design is really, really cool in that one, and they can take it in a completely different direction as Deep Rock, although not everything's going to be in a completely different direction. So I'm looking forward to that. The sound design was fantastic. The music was fantastic, as you would kind of expect from them. The placeholders were fantastic too for the enemies that weren't in the game but were kind of in the game, where it's like they don't have skins on them. So those ones were pretty cool. I hope somebody took some pictures of that and like can share those before, or like I guess after Rogue Core goes live or when it's announced, so we can be like, this is what the original design of the enemy looked like. I know we were talking to them saying like put that in like the game files or something, like as a lost one, or not like a very well hidden one, but just like rename it like a different file or something, so then people can speculate as to like what the heck it was and not just like the placeholder or the other stuff. With how much I die in DRG Survivor, if Rogue Core is going to be any harder, I will probably die enough times to fill an entire graveyard. I don't know. Rogue Core. I don't know how much I can say about the different things though, too. Yeah, it was really fun and fairly difficult too. But that was a special one that they had designed for like us with just that one build. because like we didn't have the normal, like it wasn't normal setup like how it is in Deep Rock where you just pick like hazard, you know, 1 2 3 4 5. Since it was just like pick whichever build you're on, and then it was like, oh, pick build, you know, and then just had a bunch of numbers and letters, and it's just like, okay, then like the next one down like changes one of those, and like that would be the other build that you would go through. So like we didn't know exactly what difficulty we were playing on, although Mike did pretty much tell us what difficulty we were playing on in comparison to regular Deep Rock. So there was that. So yeah, I think right here will be a pretty good place to leave off though for DRG Survivor. And now that my bag's back, I can sort through it and hand out gifts to everybody that I want to. Maybe try out these weird cheese ball things. See how they are. But yeah, thanks everybody for being here. I do appreciate it. I will be back later streaming some more. I'm not going to be streaming more Deep Rock Galactic Survivor though. Later today I'm going to be streaming Hunt Showdown because the new event is out. It just barely came out today and I want to try it out because it looks really cool. We got 2 new guns there and that looks awesome. I will be playing open lobby Deep Rock tomorrow though for the 6th anniversary and like the hat and the suit. So feel free to join then, and if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. I mean, you can ask me at the Hunt Showdown stream too. I'll answer them there, but probably the Deep Rock stream is where we're going to be talking even more about it. So that kind of makes sense. And then like Friday, we'll probably do some more like Helldivers too, which will also be open lobby for anybody who wants to join in. So thank you guys so very much. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in about an hour and a half or so. Bye-bye, everybody. You can find any grocery store, at least in the Nordic countries. Oh, okay, cool. Enjoy the cheese balls. Yes, thanks, Ollie.